What's up, Sparkman family? It's your boy Sparkman, and welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about one of the newest sets coming out very soon, Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. We got the full set list revealed to us, and we're going to talk about it because, well, a lot of people are kind of disappointed in this set because they wanted much more. However, I will say that I was okay from what I saw. Sure, we can always say, I wish there was this in it, I wish there was that in it. But obviously, we have a lot of other sets in the future to come out. We have OTS packs, we have reprint stuff with the tins and all these things that other stuff will be in. But yeah, I know a lot of people are expecting a lot more from the set, especially since Starlight Rares are back in this set as well. There's going to be emblems, ultras in this, which is a new type of rarity. Obviously, we're getting a lot of cool artwork with the chibi stuff. We're getting some support cards with a lot of different archetypes. So there is a lot to expect from this, so people were expecting even more. But then again, you know, there was the initial, front load of things that we got on the front end that they told us about that I didn't think that we were going to get, like this, and this. I thought that we got this, that, and, other things that will happen probably in other sets. Because, again, there was a lot of anticipation already for this set because people were hyped about Starlight Rare coming back. So I will say one thing, something to note that I actually been hearing a lot. And I think I also feel this same way. Again, I'm not sure if you feel the same way, and you can tell me in the comment section down below, because if you feel differently, that's fine. I totally understand that. But I'm not that hype about Starlight Rares coming back. I was a long time ago because I didn't think they would do 25 Starlight Rares per set, just like they did with the Core Center Secret Rare, which I think is kind of lame, if I'm being completely honest with you. But this is what they're going forward with, and again, I've accepted it. But again, the anticipation of it coming back has kind of died for me personally. And I think a lot of people have that same regard. The people that I've talked to, at least in the Instagram community, I'm not sure how everybody else feels on here. You'll let me know in the comment section down below, obviously. But oh baby, we got the full set list revealed. Obviously, we got that chibi artwork. We got it in Starlight Rare or Secret Rare. I know a lot of people are going to be chasing after this, especially Jump Core, since we obviously are getting a lot of those synchro support hype with that new structure deck coming out. A lot of people are going to want this and other stuff as well, including the Blue Eyes chibi artwork and a lot of other stuff that looks really cool in that chibi artwork. Obviously, we got Jirac support. People are going crazy for that. There's some Fable stuff in here. That's pretty cool. Shout out Cameron Gaming. I know he loves his Fable stuff. And, there's some cool stuff here and there from this set. Obviously, you got your Noah Punk stuff. You got your Dragon Maid stuff in here. Your Orcus stuff. It looks like we got some Nightmare stuff in here as well. We have a lot of Gem Knight stuff in this one. Let me tell you, they packed the Gem Knight stuff in this one. Obviously some more Jirac stuff here. They put the Dragon Rulers in this as well. They put Ether Barrel in here, which was interesting. I didn't think they would put that in here. That is a very early reprint of a card. I'm not gonna lie, I'm thoroughly surprised about that one. They could have put a lot of other different things in here. That could have waited probably for the tins, if I'm being completely honest with you. But wow, Ether Barrel in here is kind of surprising. Magical Android is actually something that I saw and I was like, well, actually, you know what? Good job. We needed that reprint, right? Because this was turned out to be a pretty high priced card. So it's nice that this one got reprinted. So I'll give them some claps for that one. But obviously you got some Necro stuff here as well. Again, there's a lot of different things in here. And of course, the Cypher Dragon is in here as well. And I thought that was an amazing reprint, obviously, because that card has been going up exponentially in price these past few months. So this was actually a really good reprint. I thought some of these XC monsters, including another Dragon Ruler, one of the newer ones from Eternal Revenge, got reprinted, which was good. And, for my personal opinion, Triple Tax Talents in here as well. Forbidden Droplet getting another reprint, which is great. We knew about Lordly Load. Drill Beam is a really good one. I think overall, if I'm looking at this as an entirety of a set, there's some really high price point cards in the market that got reprinted, and they thought that that would be enough for this set to hold up. However, the community, especially with all the tournament stuff happening and we're in the event season, they wanted Bishil stuff. They wanted other things in the set to have access to. This way, they didn't have to pay an arm and a leg moving forward to get those cards. as well. And unfortunately, this set did not offer the other stuff that people wanted. It offered some things, but not a lot of things, right? So I think this is where this set falls short just a little bit in terms of the access of cards that people really need right now, especially in the event season that we're currently in and this tournament time. However, there are some really cool stuff in here for a lot of archetypes. Again, Gem Knight stuff that got reprinted to the moon. I know a lot of people, a lot of my friends included, that are going to love picking up a lot of these Gem Knight stuff. I think, like I said, Magical Android is a great one. The Dragon Rulers, I mean, they just got reprinted. I don't remember if it was Banana Stampede. You can correct me on which set it was, but it was reprinted for quite recently. So it's surprising to see this in here. This one could have been replaced by Bishields. Like, it probably should have, right? And again, there's other things that probably need to get reprinted in here as well. And we do have some of the Herald's stuff here as well. You know, it's not a terrible set. I really don't want to say this is a terrible set. It's just not a great set, right? It's a good set. It's a decent set. I think that the expectation of a lot of people is that they're still going to like this set because they're still going to get the anticipation. Like I said, not for me because I don't feel that same anticipation for, but Starlight Raiders, right? Coming back. You're going to have this new rarity with the emblems, and people are going to see whether or not they like it once they get it in hand. And I think that's going to speak volumes whether or not it really does play an effect on people's want for that type of card in the future, and Konami to reprint or print those cards, I should say, in the future as well, and continue that rarity down the line, or if they should go a different direction. But like I said, I do think that will be a rarity they take on and capitalize on for a lot of different cards to again reprint into now a different rarity. And it's probably something easy for them to do, especially since again it's like a stamp basically, so it's something that they're probably used to doing at this point with all the 20th anniversary stamps. So just another different stamp that they can now like kind of print on a card, which will be easy for them to do. But yeah, I mean, I want to know what you think in the comment section down below. Your opinions of this set. What do you think else should be reprinted in the set? Are you happy with what we got? Are you happy with some of the stuff? Like I said, there is some expensive cards that got reprinted in this one. I just think that people wanted more, especially with all the tournament stuff going on currently, and you know that's gonna happen in the next few months, especially. And yeah, man, it is. It's frustrating at times. I will say that. But again, I will say this much about Konami. They've been very quick to reprint stuff, as we see here with Ether Barrel. And I do really believe that there will be a lot of reprints for future things in the next few sets, especially. Because, listen, they have done a lot of reprints the past few months. Like, if we're being completely honest, they've done a lot, right? They've given back a lot to the community in terms of what the community needs. Now, has it been fair in terms of the ratio? You know, there's some question about that as well. The ratio probably could be better, but it wasn't terrible either because, again, people got access to things again, right? So, you know, we'll see what happens with the tins coming in the next few months. We'll see if there's another set that we can see other cards in. Obviously, we have OTS packs in the future coming as well. So there's a lot to, you know, I guess, like, expect from them, or you know, to wait on to see whether or not what will be in future things. I don't think this set is terrible though. I think the what's out there right now, I mean the motion that I'm seeing from a lot of YouTubers, which is shameful on their part. If I'm being completely honest, right? If I'm looking at a lot of these videos that people are putting out, they're like, oh, this is a terrible set. Oh, I can't believe they put this. Wait, listen, like it's not terrible. It's not great. I think the over-exaggeration is ridiculous. And I think there is some decent stuff in this one. Again, I don't know what people are expecting. I think people are expecting, like, every set to be a Stampede and Bonanza, like, wake up. That's not happening. You know, let's get back into reality where before, you know, these rarity collection sets, this is what sets were. And this is the expectation of what sets usually are. And this is a decent set for the most part. And again, we're getting new rarities in this one and a return of a rarity as well as some chibi artworks that, you know, I know a lot of people are like, you know, like hating on this a little bit, but looks pretty cool to me, man. I like it. I really, really like the chibi artworks. I think they're a different type of artwork to kind of fall in love with. So, again, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Does it warrant a lot of hate to you? Did Konami do a terrible job? I just want to hear your opinion, your thoughts. But that's about it. From your truly, Sparkman. We'll catch you next one. Please comment, and peace out, YouTube.